NFSA.
Good afternoon. My name is Laurel Bush, and I work for and I work for the National Fire Sprinkler Association. I'm the Florida chapter. We do these types of displays across the state of Florida. We do hundreds of them. And our purpose is to show people how fire sprinklers can make a difference in your home. So it's so important, and you're going to see these firefighters put their life in danger for people when they have a fire in their home. But you're going to understand why they tell you get low and crawl. You're going to understand why the importance of having a safety plan in place. But first we're going to start one with a fire sprinkler side. Now you're going to know this sprinkler is going to go off about 150 to 155 degrees. Heat sets off a sprinkler. If you're in a house, oh wait, I have somebody who knows the answer to this question. If you have a house and you have fire sprinklers in your house, and there is a room on fire, how many sprinklers would go off in that house? Only one. Yes, only one. One fire sprinkler, because they are activated by heat. They are not activated by smoke. This is not Hollywood. Die-hard movies are wrong. It is one at a time, activated by heat. So we're going to light this one with a sprinkler first, and you're going to see that fire. We're not using any accelerants. It's going to climb up that curtain. The heat is going to rise, and that sprinkler is going to activate. There's a bulb in it that activates a bubble that bursts, and the sprinkler goes off. So Luke, my trusty helper, is going to start this, and when you see smoke, you let Eric know over here, and he's going to start the timer. And I want you to pay close attention to that timer. Did you start it? Go ahead. We see smoke, Eric, so go ahead and start that clock. Now I want you to pay careful attention. You know, it takes the fire department, normally, nationally, 6 to 9 minutes to get to a home fire. But our folks in Eustis are 4 minutes. That is unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 22 seconds, and we have a sprinkler activation. Now the rest of your house is going to be safe. There's not going to be it's not going to spread to any other place. That sprinkler is going to keep that fire under control. I want you to pay attention to the color of the smoke. You see that water hits it, so that smoke is whiter, but you're going to see how black this smoke is. Now look in the houses we live in today. They are full of plastics. Your TVs are plastic. Your computers are plastic. Your dishwashers and refrigerators even have plastic. So that is highly toxic. So you want to get out as soon as you hear your smoke alarm go off. And remember that your kids are sleeping through these beeps and noises. It's been proven because they are so busy with video games these days, they don't hear them. So please pay attention to your smoke detector and get up and get out. It's not a battery. Get up and get out. Okay, we're going to start when this is safe, when the fire department deems that this is safe. We are going to start the one without fire sprinklers.
I don't think we need a ticket. The thermal imaging camera is what we usually go through the house. We make sure the fire's out. This one's looking pretty good, right? All right. Awesome job on the sprinklers. Okay. The interesting part to this is when this actually happens in a home, we have to come and usually shut the water off because it'll keep going and going and going until we shut the water off, which is good because we want to make sure the fire is out. We don't want it to go out prematurely, turn the water off prematurely, and then the fire comes back up on us, and then we end up with the same problem we started with. So, do you want us to go through with the tech, or are we good? We're good? Okay. On this next evolution, the guys are actually on air. You saw this was 22 seconds, okay, about 30 seconds, which is great. Eustis, we do have a really good response time. We had an actual house fire right up here on Grove Street, and our response time when we started having water on the fire was probably right around, we got there at about 4 or 5 minutes into the fire, and we probably had water on the fire at about 8 to 9 minutes, which is pretty fast. When I tell you that, watch this clock with this room and understand that's why we like sprinklers, okay? Actually, firefighters don't like sprinklers because they put the fire out for us. You know, we like doing that, okay? But sprinklers are a fantastic tool for us. The first phase you're going to see with this fire was when it lit. We call that the incipient phase, then the free burning phase, and then this fire right here is probably going to go past that, and it's actually going to roll over on us, isn't it? We're going to have a little bit of rollover. We're not going to have a flashover or a backdraft because the whole front of the building's open and it's got air. Okay, Tom? We're going to have a little bit of flashover. Well, not backdraft though, but we'll have a flashover, but we won't have a backdraft. Not like in the movies. And also pay attention to the smoke. Okay, that's why these guys are on air. Okay?
All right, now Luke, are you ready to start this one? So Luke is going to start this one. Again, you're going to see the smoke climb up the curtain. You're going to see how hot it is. I want you to think about this. These guys are in hot uniforms. When they come, they're out. Their uniform is really heavy, but they've never been to your house. So your house is on fire. They don't know if you're a good housekeeper or a bad housekeeper. They don't know what's laying on the floor. They don't know where your kids are, where your pets are, and they have to go and find it. They put their life on the line for us. So when we're ready to go, we're going to start the fire. You're going to see how fast this goes. Now remember, Eustace response time is 4 minutes. So I want you to watch the clock. We saw smoke, so we're starting the clock. Watch the clock, see how fast this fire burns. It's not going to stay in just this room like it is with the sprinkler room. It's going to spread through the house. And you need to get out when you hear the smoke alarm go off. There are over 3,000 deaths in the United States due to fires. Most of them are in the home. Does anybody know the reason for most fires? Anybody? What? Bobby, do you know it? Men, women, and children. That is correct. That is the #1 cause of fires. Look. What?
Candles.
Oh, candles. Candles are bad. Yeah, they do start fires. And, you know, this could be a college dorm, and a lot of kids in college dorms, they are not ready to go off to college and party, and they're leaving candles lit and things like that. So you're going to see how, look at the curtains going. We're at what? 1 minute and 8 seconds. Fire department is not on site yet. It's going to keep going. You see that smoke up high? That's why they tell you get low and crawl. You're going to get a lot of smoke over here, I'm afraid. Yeah, do you see that fire? It's very hot. It's going to get to flashover at about 1,500 degrees. This is brand new furniture, so it's today's furnishings, which are man-made materials, so they are highly toxic and highly flammable. This came from Amazon. We are at 1 minute 52 seconds. The fire department is not on site yet. The smoke alarm is going and you are out of your house. Just yesterday, there was a fire in Jacksonville to a friend of ours, and they lost 1 daughter and 3 grandchildren in that fire just yesterday. It was tragic, and fire sprinklers can prevent that, but you've got to pay attention to your smoke alarms and make sure that they work. We are at 2 minutes and 23 seconds, and the Eustis Fire Department is suiting up and on their way. Their lights are going. Whew, that is a hot fire. When flashover happens, nobody survives a flashover fire. So everything in the room is burned. We are at 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Do you see the fire behind it is... We're getting ready to go, I think, Chief. We're at 3 minutes and 7 seconds. That's 3 minutes. You see this fire and you need to be out of your house. You see that smoke is blowing. It's getting ready to go. You see that, how it's climbed to the top? That's flashover, ladies and gentlemen. That's 1,500 degrees.